We got some breaking Egypt adjacent news as the suitcase of Howard Carter has recently been discovered. Now, this is not really archaeology news and this isn't really Egypt news, it's more Egyptomania news. Essentially, this suitcase, which is believed to have been owned by Howard Carter, the archaeologist who discovered Tutankhamun's tomb, was recently discovered underneath a bed in northern England, which sounds like it's an archaeology project, but I think they just didn't realize it was there. So essentially, it is believed that Howard Carter gifted this suitcase to his colleague John Healy before he died. And then Mr. Healy died in the early 1970s, and the suitcase was essentially just kept underneath his son's bed in Bishop Auckland County, Durham, until literally a couple months ago, when he discovered it, sort of remembered the story, and then essentially contacted an antiques department. Mr. Healy and Howard Carter were very close, and they had worked together in Egypt in the 1930s. And so this does give this kind of weird provenance of, yeah, they probably knew each other, and yeah, he probably gifted it to him, but also it's kind of weird that it's more hearsay. It's a story told by the son of a person who also just forgot that this suitcase was here. When you do look at it, it does have this monogram that says HC on there for Howard Carter. And so it definitely probably was his. It was empty. There's nothing secret hidden in there. And the article talks about, oh, well, this piece must have held the items of Tutankhamun. It shouldn't have, because Howard Carter shouldn't have taken any of these pieces out, even though we kind of know he did. But it probably held more of the personal documents and the things that we have in the Griffith Archive in the University of Oxford. So what was surprising to me is that essentially this suitcase was estimated to only go for 1,000 to 1,500 pounds, about $1,200 to $1,900. And I thought that was insanely low. Not that I think that it deserves more, but that the name attached to it would make it go absolutely bonkers at auction. And I was right. It actually sold for 12,000 pounds, about $15,000. And yeah, that's what the name will carry it for you. A suitcase like this without that name attached to it would probably sell for much, much less. But it's the name that really, if it is true, I'm pretty sure it is true. I'm just weirdly kind of doubtful about this for no reason. It's what is going to carry that, because anyone who really loves Egypt and loves ancient Egypt and the Egyptomania and Egyptology of it, they're going to buy it for much, much more.